Oh, don't go and talk about my father. God is my friend. Jesus is my friend. He made this world for us to live in and gave us everything. And all he asks of us is we give each other love. Love your mother, she bore you. Love your father, he works for you. Love your sister, she's good to you. Love your brother, love your brother. Don't go talk about my father. God is my friend, Jesus is my friend. And when he calls on us for mercy, he'll be merciful, my friend. And all he asks of us is we give each other love. God is love.
Well, welcome back to Movie Club. I don't think any of us, or we expected to be, last week, because this isn't the original screening we planned. Because I imagine, much like me, on Friday night you opened up Twitter or Instagram or whatever app, and you discovered the tragic news that actor Chadwick Boseman had passed away at the age of 43 due to a bout with colon cancer, which had actually been ongoing since 2016. And instead of grieving in the traditional sense, I wanted to honor one of my favorite performances of his tonight as we screen the 2013 film based on the life of famous baseball player Jackie Robinson, who broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball and changed the world of sports forever due to his contributions. Well, it's a fantastic performance of Boseman's, and I wanted to celebrate his work in the movie 42. Just the other night I rewatched his performance in Black Panther, as I was still trying to reconcile the idea that this man, who was one of the most talented actors of his generation and was doing so many great movies, so many great roles that felt like the beginning of a great career, and that we're never going to get another performance like that. We're never going to get another movie to view Boseman's unique talent. And I think, like a lot of people, I am taking solace in the art that he has created and was a part of during his life. I've also spent a lot of time watching a lot of interviews with him, talks that he's given, stuff of that nature, to hear who he was, both in the words of the actors and the crew that surrounded him on sets, and also who he was in his own words. As someone who's lost a couple friends myself to cancer, I think the news of Boseman's death hit me harder than I was expecting. And I think the reason it's so difficult to reconcile the fact that a man so young and so talented and so full of life is gone is that he made an impact on all of us. He was a participant in an art that truly affected so many of us. But he was also a kind person behind the scenes, willing and ready to sacrifice his time to sign that extra autograph, to have a brief conversation with people that were just PAs on set. And it's through his character, both the characters that he played and his true character in himself, that it truly is a loss to have someone this talented, this kind, and this generous with his time be gone so soon. And of course, the role that I think truly was the one that blew up his career was King T'Challa in Black Panther. A movie that means so much to so many different people. And it's a shame that we're never going to get more great art from Boseman. We can take solace in some of the performances that he did leave us with, because his character work on screen was some of the most nuanced, beautiful, empathetic, and messy portrayals of real-life people. The way that Boseman is able to live in this portrayal and to truly make you believe that he is this famous baseball player, I think is a testament to just how talented of an actor, how brilliant of an empathetic human he was. So instead of giving you all this trivia about this 2013 film that I think means a lot to a lot of people, and has been something that a lot of people have been returning to over the past couple days, I'm going to let Boseman talk about it himself. Both this movie and about himself and what he cared about during his life. So instead of trying to come up with some cleverly constructed phrase or some fun facts about Boseman, I'm going to let Boseman tell it to you himself in his own words. I've culled these clips from across different speeches he's given or interviews that he's been a part of over the course of his career, so you can learn a little bit more about the man from the man himself.
I know personally that your generosity extends past what you have given on the stage and screen. Many of you already know the story that Mr. Washington, when asked by Felicia Rashad to join her in assisting 9 theater students from Howard University who had been accepted to a summer acting program at the British Academy of Dramatic Acting in Oxford, he gracefully and privately agreed to contribute. As fate would have it, I was one of the students that he paid for. Imagine receiving a letter that your tuition for that summer was paid for and that your benefactor was none other than the dopest actor on the planet. There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington. And not just because of me, but my whole cast, that generation stands on your shoulders. The daily battles won, the 1,000 territories gained, the many sacrifices you made for the culture on film sets through your career, the things you refused to compromise along the way, laid the blueprints for us to follow. And so now, let he who has watered be watered. Let he who has given be given too. It is an honor to now know you, to learn from you, and join in this work with you. May God bless you exceedingly and abundantly more in what's in store than he ever has before. Hear me well on this day. When you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education, you would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. I don't know what your future is, but if you are willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Now, this is your time. The light of new realization shines on you today. Howard's legacy is not wrapped up in the money that you will make, but the challenges that you choose to confront. As you commit to your past, press on with pride and press on with purpose. God bless you. I love you, Howard. Howard. Our filming, I was communicating with them, knowing that they were both terminal. And what they said to me is, and their parents said, they're trying to hold on till this movie comes. To a certain degree, it's a humbling experience because you're like, this can't mean that much to them. I did live life waiting for those moments. And so it put me back in the mind of being a kid, just to experience those two little boys' anticipation of this movie. And when I found out that they, yeah, it means a lot.